I want to talk to you about brand loyalty. And if you're serious about your content marketing strategy, you want to really pay attention to brand loyalty, okay? Especially in this economy, people don't buy a product or service simply because they love the product or service. They also have to love the brand associated with that product or service. So, as attitudes shift towards a brand loyalty, you got to really invest in it on a consistent basis. Otherwise, you can't really improve your revenue based on a scalable manner, okay? On a scalable basis, if you will. So, before I actually get into the nitty gritty, I want to really explain to you, at a very technical level, but a very basic level also, what brand loyalty really is, because you got to really understand that a lot of advertisers and a lot of marketers sometimes are confused about brand loyalty. So if you think about brand loyalty, think about a concept, okay, that describes a consumer's tendency to purchase from one company repeatedly despite alternate offers and opportunities. I want to repeat that because that sentence is really critical. So if you think about brand loyalty, think about a concept that describes a consumer's tendency to purchase from one company repeatedly despite alternate offers and opportunities. So basically, if someone loves Apple, for instance, if they love their iPhone, they don't care if Samsung has come out or Google Pixel or whatever. I mean, they will always buy iPhones, okay, as long as they have the budget for it. So this decision to repeat purchases can be motivated by a relationship with a brand, in this case Apple, which may include trust in the product, appreciation for the customer service, or shared belief in the company values. Company values are critical, okay? So encouraging a customer to buy again and again and again and again usually costs much less, way less, than attracting and converting a new customer. If you want your CAC, your customer acquisition cost to go lower over and over and over, you want to really invest in brand loyalty. This means what? It means that brand loyalty can have a real monetary results for your business. Okay. According to a Bain and Company, businesses get an average 25% increase in profit when they boost customer retention by just 5%. Think about that. 25% more if you just, boost customer retention by 5%. Now, this is not just a cumulative lifetime value. Some studies suggest that repeat loyal customers spend more per purchase than their first time counterparts, even up to a 67% more when they have a long standing relationship with your brand. So that's kind of really, really fantastic. Okay. So this relationship between your customers and your brand, however, is not just likely to happen. You need to work on building brand loyalty every single day. So let me share with you a few ways you can foster a brand loyalty this year. So here are the top hacks I want you to pay attention to. The first thing you want to do is if you want to really focus on your brand loyalty, if you want to focus on brand loyalty, you want to ace your brand story. Listen, every brand has a story. Your company has a story. Your entrepreneurship journey has a story. You just have to know how to really package that story. It's all about storytelling, okay? It's not just about trying to sell a product or service. It's about the story behind that product or service. It's about the story that really serves at the foundation of your brand, okay? So building trust and loyalty requires a connection. So a compelling brand that inspires, let's say, emotional resonance with your audience is really an excellent way to foster that connection. You gotta have that storytelling, okay? Your brand story captures your company's origin and its why. Okay, it's the motive. It explains the motivation behind certain products or offerings, the gaps that fill in the market, and the vision that led to the brand's launch in the first place. And you want to really focus on that big time. So first thing is you want to ace your brand story. Next, you want to offer consistent products and services, right? It's not about just being random here. You want to have a certain logic, a certain cohesion in your offer. Okay, this is going to seem like an obvious one, but I still want to say it. If you want to foster a brand loyalty, you need to consistently offer quality products and services. I want to insist on quality products and services. So consistency is important when you have repeat customers because they trust you, right? They trust you. They're trusting you with their money, but also their time, their other resources. So if customers buy from you and they actually love it, it will be really upsetting. Think about it for them to lose the product they bought and not being able to actually buy it again from you. So consistency is going to solidify your relationship with customers, current customers, but also potential customers. If you want to beef up your brand loyalty this year, right? You want to prioritize experience over transaction. In other words, I understand you're running a business, so you really want to focus on the transactional aspect of things. You want to really make sure that you're getting that revenue. I get that, but when you think about it, experience is going to really give you that revenue over and over and over. If you focus on transaction, you focus on one instance. If you focus on experience, you are focusing on several instances, repeat instances, right? So customer service plays a huge role in building and maintaining brand loyalty. You want your customers to become dependable repeat buyers, 5-star reviewers, and even your let's say evangelizers on Reddit or Quora, for instance, right? The way to get there is to prioritize creating a relationship with exceptional customer service instead of simply facilitating a seamless transaction. Okay, this is really important. You want to really pay attention to the experience because customers will remember the experience. Okay, they may not remember the transaction because the transaction may be one transaction among many that they're doing every single month. But the experience, they will remember that. And you want them to remember that experience, okay? Next thing you want to do is that you want to personalize your outreach. If if brand loyalty is your focus, and it should be your focus this year or next year, whatever, okay, your outreach has to be quite essential to that brand loyalty. So what I mean is that you want to create a bespoke outreach process. You want to personalize your outreach because when it comes to customer acquisition, believe it or not, 59 to 65%, according to research, of customers say that tailored engagement based on past transactions is very important to win their business. Okay, that demand for personalized interaction is even greater with your existing customers because think about it, they have actually trusted you with their time, their money, their other resources. They're expecting something from you too. Okay, it's really annoying when you get an email from, for example, from a brand that makes it seem like they're not paying attention to the data they're collecting, right? I mean, let's say they're just addressing you without naming you, for instance, even though you gave them your first name, last name. Okay, they don't remember your birthday, for instance. Even though they ask you for your for your birth year, if you will. Okay, those kind of little things can be annoying, and they're not going to help you develop a relationship with your customers if you're not paying attention. If you want to focus on brand loyalty this year, you want to ask for feedback and use it. Simply asking for feedback doesn't make you a better marketer or a better advertiser or a better company. You have to use that feedback, and feedback you can get it from reviews, you can get it from emails, you can get it from customer service conversations, like when people call your customer service, or when they chat with you. There's a lot of information being shared around about your products, about your services, about your company. So you got to really pay attention to know what's really happening. Okay, so if you're trying to build a relationship with your customers, you need to know how they feel. How can you really serve them better if you have no idea how they feel? How can you really tweak your products or services if you have no idea how your customers will want you to tweak those products or services? So you need feedback. So soliciting feedback can look different depending on your goal and business structure. Okay, you can ask for customer reviews. You can really send an email with a short survey, or you can offer a gift card, for example, for a quick phone call to answer questions about using your app, for instance. So, bottom line is no matter where it comes from, when you ask for feedback, you need to take it seriously and use it, responding thoughtfully, using it to consider changes to your products or marketing, and following up with the next steps or updates are important steps, okay? Remember, if someone took the time to let you know how their purchase made them feel, whether positive, negative, or disappointingly mid, they cared enough to do it, right? That's a great place to start building loyalty. You also want to work with unhappy customers. I mean, unhappy customers who reach out frustrated with negative feedback about a purchase or leave a negative review about a disappointing product, they're not appealing. I get that. You get it, I get it. But believe it or not, they actually do present an opportunity to build brand loyalty, okay? So if you find yourself in the unfortunate but common position of dealing with a frustrated customer, you want to lean into it big time. Another way to really focus on brand loyalty this year is to actually develop your online presence. And I don't care if you are a brick and mortar brand or you just an online brand primarily, you got to really beef up your online presence, okay? Because everything is happening nowadays online, okay? Even folks who usually check stuff through their mobile, they're going online too. So a well-established online presence ensures that customers can easily find and interact with your brand whenever they are online. So basically, when I say online, it can be in a lot of places. So it can be on your website, it could be on social media, it can be in review forums like Reddit or Quora, or elsewhere. Okay, being readily accessible encourages your customers to engage more frequently, which also encourages them to keep coming back to your business over and over and over. Plus, this consistent, cohesive branding across your online presence helps ensure your customers recognize your brand easily, and you want them to recognize your brand easily. So, if you're trying to foster brand loyalty, try increasing your online presence first. You also want to think about engaging on social media. That's going to help you big time. So, your presence on social media is particularly important. So, according to some research, 65 to 75% of customers feel more connected to brands that have a robust presence on social media. And social media offers more opportunities for direct engagement. And you want to seize that opportunity anyway, okay? So when customers talk about your products on TikTok, you want to comment on your brand's Instagram great post or even tag you in their LinkedIn updates, you should respond all the time. Take the time to write comments, send DMs thanking them for their business and praise, and even reshare their content with your audience. This goodwill can actually go a long way, a long, long, long way. If you want to really build brand loyalty or even improve it this year, you got to really think about your community. You got to get involved with your community. So basically, I'm saying this not only online but also locally, like geographically. Okay, so getting involved with your community is an excellent way to deepen your brand identity, but also strengthen your relationship with your existing customers. So what you want to do here is that you want to be strategic, right? Look into organizations in your area. It doesn't have to be necessarily nonprofits. It can be other businesses too. It can be government agencies, okay? Start with your local chamber of commerce. Then look for community business organizations, whether they are targeted towards small business owners, young professionals, or something else, okay? So that's kind of cool. And so if these organizations do not exist, or your following is less IRL or more online, consider partnering with other businesses to co-host events or launch specific product collaborations. This is another way to tap into the community to even to build a bigger brand loyalty process. Also, you want to launch a loyalty program. So if you're thinking about brand loyalty, a loyalty program can really help you big time. So if you want to encourage new customers to keep coming back to make more purchases, incentivize them with a loyalty program. This could take a few different shapes. depending on your business. So your loyalty program could be a discounted bundle for, let's say, recurring services, a tiered system of offerings based on cumulative purchases, or even a points-based system, okay, accrued on transactions. So this can really help you big time. And basically, by the way, if this don't seem to work for your setup, that's fine too, because every product is different, every service is different. So your loyalty program could even be a physical punch to actually keep your customers coming back, okay, in until they fill it out. So that's kind of cool. You just need to be innovative. So if you take an example, Sephora, right? You know the beauty brand. Sephora's Beauty Insider loyalty program is actually tiered with points that unlock discounts, sale access, free samples, and more. So that's really cool. If you want to focus on brand loyalty this year, I want you to try a referral program, because the whole idea here when it comes to referral program is to actually increase your avenues for revenue. You want to expand your user base, right? So a referral program not only turns good customers into your best salespeople, it also endears them to your brand. Think about it, okay? So this is kind of cool because you have the possibility to actually create a deeper, more loyal interaction. So sometimes the best way to be sold is also to sell. So a referral program emboldens your biggest advocates, your repeat customers, to encourage their friends or business contacts to do business with you. That's next level loyalty to your brand. The last thing you want to do this year, if you're trying to really beef up your brand loyalty, is to actually stick in. You want to stick to your brand values. So that's actually important. Associating your brand with a specific set of values is a great way to develop strong relationships with like-minded buyers. But it's also important when you think about it to show commitment to all those values so you don't chase off your most loyal customers. And those most loyal customers are quite essential because they are going to be the one, okay? They are going to be the foundation to really, I mean, the foundation from where you can expand, okay? So let me just say an example. Let's say you are promoting your products as sustainable and beneficial to the environment, right? Then you choose to replace your fully recyclable packaging with a plastic that has to end up in landfills. That's really big. That's a big no-no. I mean, you will break a brand promise and soar your best customer relationships, and you do not want to be in that situation. Okay, so if you think about it, brand loyalty may not feel as important to growth as generating the next new lead, but when you compare the impact of one customer purchasing 10 times versus a one and done new customer, the value of brand loyalty focus becomes clear, right? So just use the 12 tips that I just shared with you to start your brand loyalty program. Just think of those points as your starting you like as starting criteria. Okay, you can test a few of them to see which ones fit your business and which generates the best response from your customers. Every industry is different, every business is different. So yeah. So as a coda to this conversation, I shared with you everything you need to know about brand loyalty. I give you the overview, the top hacks, and now the coda. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.